Have you ever read a recipe and something was missing or it didn't quite give you all of the information? Or maybe you watched a short video like I did and there was no recipe, no measurements, anything like that. That's what happened here with this turkey soup. I watched a short video and oh my goodness, this ended up being like a cleansing soup. I also thought I would try this other trick I saw in a video where you put your garlic cloves in a bowl and just shake them vigorously, and supposedly all the skins are miraculously supposed to come off. Well, it kind of worked. I prefer the little plastic roll that you stick your cloves in and roll it. It works much better. I smushed the cloves a little bit to help bring the garlic flavor out. The goal here is to get the turkey off of the bones and make this nutritious bone broth for the soup. I'm going to add a chopped up onion and I'm squeezing a lemon in there. Probably should have used some cheesecloth, but it doesn't really matter because we're going to end up straining this anyway. I ended up using a small juicer to get the rest of the lemon juice. I really like using ingredients that I have on hand and leftover ingredients. So after making the turkey, this is what I have left of the fresh herbs. So I'm just going to use whatever I have left. The next ingredient I used was the organic apple cider vinegar, and no measurement. I just kind of counted for however long I thought that person poured for. And that, my friends, is no way to make a soup without measurements. Then you just pour enough water in to cover up your bones there and turn it on and let that cook and simmer. I did mine for about 4.5 hours. I also do not recommend pushing down the bones like that and cracking them because you're going to end up picking out all the little bones at the end. It's coming along though, so while our broth is boiling and simmering, we're going to cut up some celery, carrots, and onions. And then when it's done, we're going to strain it all. And this takes a little bit of work, but I did it this way just so that you guys could see it all. I'm going to speed this up a little bit. This definitely took some work and it was a process. My feet got tired of standing picking through all of those bones to get all the good meat off of it, and you have to be very careful because there are some little tiny bones in this. So I don't think that simmering it for that long of a time was really necessary. And again, don't crush your bones in there. It might be even better to just cut the meat off, but I wanted to get the nutritious bone broth that everybody talks about. So there's my separation, and I still got a little bit more to go. We're going to add our veggies to the broth. If you find this video helpful, give it a thumbs up. If you're learning from my mistakes, give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe and the notifications bell. Everything doesn't always turn out the way we want it to, but I think it's important to show these times because then we can all learn from it. Adding a little bit more salt, and then I'm going to add the turkey into the broth as well. And then I also wanted to show you the noodles that I chose because I wasn't very happy with my choice, but they looked so good in the bag. I stuck with an egg noodle, but not all egg noodles are made equally. However, I will say they all equally cause gas. These look like ribbons, and I don't know what I was thinking. Usually you get the shorter ones that are a little bit more curly. Well, these stayed as long as they look now. They didn't shrink or anything. Typically noodles expand anyway. And you can take your kitchen scissors and cut them smaller if you want. Put a lid on it and let the noodles cook. And then once the noodles are done, you're pretty much done. This tasted tangy. There was too much apple cider vinegar in there, but I didn't want to waste it. It wasn't so bad that I had to throw it away or anything like that, but it definitely acted like a cleanse. And we ate as much as we could. over the next few days, and then the rest of it is like, okay, I'm done. But I hope that you will try to make this soup with measurements. I can look up a recipe and find out the way it should have been and put that in the description if you like. So there's the soup. It looks yummy. I recommend giving it a try. This is how we learn, and hey, this could be great for the new year to lose weight.